Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is for you. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. I am doing my makeup. I am going to be doing my makeup, getting ready to head to a couple of errands. That could have gone so much worse. The other day, my boyfriend's aunts gave him a cookbook. So we were just spent a very long time last night making dinner, sort of together, sort of in shifts. It was a learning process for us all. And he kind of reminded me, and I forgot, we just recently watched Julie and Julia, and I have loved that movie, and I've watched it so many times. When he got given the cookbook, I was in the car with him, and I was like, oh, this is great. Cook these kinds of dishes, perfect. And then he was like, oh, you should tell my aunt about the movie that you love and you just made us watch again. And I was like, oh yeah, it's just about a girl who likes French cooking. I totally forgot how this could be in any way related. So bad. I gave her the shortest little 2 seconds. And I didn't even realize until yesterday morning how, yes, she was following a cookbook of Julia Child's and making all the recipes and documenting and writing on a blog and talking to people about it. I'm not saying that we should do that, but I am saying it'd be cool to make all these things. It'd be a lot of good food. Anyway, that was just really funny. So, one recipe down. Maybe it'll be just an ongoing thing, is to make some of these recipes and document it. I'm wondering if it would to switch between this cookbook and another one, just for fun, just for some variety. Not that there isn't a lot of variety and really good food in this cookbook, but I just think maybe it'd be good to have different types of food going at once. A lot of ingredients, lots of stuff. I just think it would be nice. So today, the plan that I have is to drop some stuff off at my brother's house so he can bring it to my nieces and sister, some Christmas presents. My nieces have been obsessed with Harry Potter. My sister was reading them the books, which I am so impressed by. Also, it's just it's a series that a lot of people have read and read as children, and I never got very far. So it's something I'd like to eventually do too, but I am so impressed that she was doing that with the girls. I think she was reading each book and then watching the corresponding movie. I'm going to also go to a thrift store. I'm trying to do a combination of thrifted and handmade gifts with what's going on in Palestine. I just don't feel right with these big purchases, and there's so many companies that you have to really look out for and a lot that you don't want to support. I feel like my best bet, and also just environmentally, it's a better idea, and it's very possible to get very nice gifts still if they're thrifted. I think it's just important to wipe them down or whatever, but good as new. And especially for little things, you don't need them brand new. They don't work better. There's no real appeal to a brand new item, really, if you think about it. You just need something that works or does what it's supposed to. And it is mine and my boyfriend's, English is confusing, 8-year anniversary tomorrow. Today I have off, but tomorrow I'm working. My plan is to get some stuff while I'm out for that, and then tomorrow after work I'll probably try to pick up some flowers maybe. I do sometimes talk a little bit about what we're gonna do for the actual day. We have had no conversations at all about it, which is making me nervous. 8 doesn't feel significantly bigger than 7, and 9 is getting up there a little bit, but the 10-year one, that's really nuts. Like, that is crazy. Like, that makes me very nervous because, like, we've been dating for a while. I've known him longer than we've been dating. I know it's not 10 years yet, but I'm just thinking 2 more years makes it 10. That is so crazy. And also just thinking about people are like, oh, newlyweds, how long have you been together for? And I'll be like, we've been together for 12 years. So I just... It's so crazy. When you start dating young, you'll be together for 17 years before anything happens. But if you had gotten into a new relationship, you might only be together, and you're a bit older, you may have only been together for a couple of years before you get engaged. So that's kind of wild. And it makes sense. Like, it makes sense because why would you get married young, or why would you get engaged young, whatever. But that's kind of really crazy because sometimes I'm just thinking about how crazy it is that we're like living together and that we've been together for just about 8 years. I was terrible, and last week when I was talking to my coworkers about like working on the 13th, I was saying, oh man, you're not going to want to work with me because I'm going to tell you the whole story of when it happened and what was going on. And before I knew it, I just told them the whole story. And then they were like, okay. And I said, oh, look out for the 13th. And they're like, why? You just told us. And I was like, you don't think I'm going to tell you all of it all over again like I've never told you before and it's the first time hearing it? Do you know me at all? So sorry in advance, but there's nothing I can do. I just love all the mushy things. I've got a Christmas card, but I don't have an anniversary card. I got to do that too. I got to get moving. It's already the afternoon, and ideally I wanted to be up and at 'em already and beat all of the like high school kids that get out of school around 3. I've been trying to wear all my Christmas stuff. I'm worried that this tree is gonna die. I'm also very worried that it looks crazy. Like way too filled with stuff. I don't know. To make sure to bring, I can't say what these presents are, but all I can say is that they've got some pretty good wrapping paper. When I was in the UK, which again you don't know about because I didn't tell you because it's a secret for a video that I will eventually show, for several. I was trying to get them stuff here, like in Canada, for Harry Potter and all this stuff. Then I remembered I'd be going to the UK, and obviously they'd have much better options, way more authentic options. So I was able to get them some stuff there. I just realized I'm actually nowhere near ready to do any of this. I'm such a mess. I don't know what happened. I was feeling good however long ago, and I've just been back on a downhill spiral. I am not efficient. I am not doing the things I really need to do that are like super important to do. I am not waking up early enough to do them, and I'm not on top of it. Oh, I almost left these. Jeez Louise, what is happening to me? I'm falling apart. Okay, I have a few things. I'm happy I started filming because I honestly would have forgot this stuff. I would have just left in this state, and that would have been, oh my gosh, their Christmas card. Holy tomato. This would have been an absolute disaster. I would have forgot everything. Okay. I did not use my day efficiently yesterday, and so far I have not used this morning efficiently either. What an angle. Look at the Christmas tree. a mess, the vacuum. Okay, I can't show you what I'm wrapping, but I do need to wrap it. And I also made some little ornaments, which will be a part of the wrapping. And I made these. I can't really show any of this, actually. I don't even know if this is gonna work. I need something thinner. Maybe I should time lapse this. I don't even know what I can show. I usually get my hair cut around now. I usually have some kind of wild bangs around this point in December, but I just haven't thought about it. Maybe I will do it before my birthday, maybe not, and that's okay. I don't really mind. So yes, I can't show you. I'll show you what I'm wrapping, but I will not. I'll have to cut it out, and you'll see it later. So this is after Christmas. Welcome. You're time traveling back to December 12th. These are the little things that I've got for my nieces that I can show you. Oh, let me get the rest of it. I wrapped these as soon as I got them, so I honestly can't remember exactly. These presents that are wrapped in Harry Potter wrapping paper, I've got each of them a little pencil that has that map on it. I can't remember what it's called. Does it say? The Marauders map. I thought it was cute. It's just a little pencil. And pencils are good for children in elementary school. I got these tags when I was in the UK, which I think are so sweet. I hope they use them as like an ornament after, because these are so cute. So I've just written on the other side. And in here, both of my nieces have already decided which house they're in or that they relate to the most. So my oldest niece, I'm gonna not use their names just for privacy. She is a Gryffindor, and my little niece, my youngest niece, my other niece, she is Slytherin. So they each have a notebook. I think it's just plain paper with like inserts you can take out, and I think it's just got the cover, and it's got an elastic around it, I believe. I got them some Harry Potter like related headbands for each of them because they were dressed as in costume, like in the Harry Potter costumes for Halloween this year. My oldest niece went as Hermione, and my youngest niece was supposed to be Malfoy, but she last minute went for Elsa, which I get it. I had given them headbands for each house, which is what their mother asked for, my sister. And I also gave them some Percy Pigs. And I did that so that they'd know how much they liked them and how good they were. So that when I got them these Christmas ones, they would think it was so amazing. I was so happy that in the UK it was already Christmas in October, because I would have missed out on all this stuff. Also, I'm including their card and their envelope. I'm just gonna write everybody's name on it since it's gonna be in the same package and I'm not actually mailing it. Or should I mail it? No. I'm gonna put this one with them and I'll mail them another one just for fun. And then again, in the spirit of not getting them too much stuff, I might find some more stuff that I thrifted today, but I also found these magnets, which I thought were so cute. They're magnetic bookmarks, and at least one of my nieces loves kitties. So I thought she might like these, or they might both like kittens and then they'll share. I don't know. But I thought these were cute and practical. They love reading. So that is what I am just finishing wrapping now. So I'm just going to do a quick little wrap on these bad boys. Nope, one more thing. These little ornaments. I had made these little stocking ornaments that they were supposed to hang on their tree. But this hole in this one is so thin, I can't even get this through. So I need to find another string or thread. For that, I got a lot more wrapping paper this year than I normally do. Oh, and I got to wrap this upside down. I've seen a lot of videos of people like learning or trying like new techniques on their wrapping. I don't know where I got it from. I don't know if my parents sat me down and we did it, or not saying that I'm that good at it, but I'm just trying to think like if I can actually remember learning and like putting an active effort into it. Not really. Oh, it is also one of my very, very good friends' birthdays tomorrow. Her birthday is on my boyfriend and my anniversary. And the other thing that I did was I painted tons of ornaments, which I thought were cute. So some of them are matching, you know, or in theme. And what are my favorite ones? Then we got 2 pine cones. Obviously the red and blue is not the same there. These ones I love. These ones have got to be like almost my favorites. Some little candy canes, which are kind of cute and kiddish. Stocking. I loved making these wreaths. And again, mistletoe, because I've just been loving it. This one I added a few more colored berries. I love the red and yellow. Very good color combination that I love. This one's kind of a mess. Didn't come through as well as I'd hoped. Might fix that. The green one was just in spirit of these, but it doesn't really match. It's a different shade of green. Snowman went, it's a quirky looking guy. I did a terrible job on a gingerbread man. Don't even look at that. Christmas trees that did not look as good as I'd hoped. And just a fully pink ornament. I had painted a bunch more. Oh, an orange. Cute. Some actual Christmas trees with snow. These did not, I don't know. Oh, this is a Christmas tree. These just did not really turn out. But what do you think of my Grinch? It's like a happy Grinch after his heart grows. I cannot wait to watch that again. We'll probably do it on my birthday like I did when I was tiny. I now just need to think which one am I going to use for this. I kind of feel like I should... Oh, there's also this one, which, again, doesn't look as good as I'd hoped. I'm not sure because not a lot of this stuff has... What do I think that the girls would find cute? Yeah, I've got just a bunch of plain ones as well. I think it should be one that has some kind of design for sure. I kind of think the candy canes. This is the wrapping paper. I did do a terrible, like this is obviously a poinsettia, but oh, again, my wrapping's not great, but I feel like a lot of people were doing the same techniques. So I was wondering how they learned them when I learned mine. It's a very, very bad holly leaf that I did. I could see, you know what? I should do the snowman because I think they'll appreciate it the most. I'm going to do it. So I'm going to use some of this, is it not twine? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to use some of this. I think that's too long, so we'll cut it. Basically, my goal, I could just leave the presents and do it later when I have everything together. But I kind of, my other plan here is to write their names on the ornament. I might write it on the back or the front, I don't know. And that way they will, and I'll write the year on it, and hopefully it's like a little tradition. Being an aunt is tricky because I don't live close to the girls anymore. When they were in like a surrounding city, I saw them a lot, and it's hard now because they live a little bit further and they live somewhere that I find very, very, very difficult to be in. So I feel terrible that I haven't seen them since they've been there, and I just want, if they were living anywhere else, I'd have no problem. I flew, you know, all the way to the UK and further, which you will see later this year, But I can't go to somewhere next door. For some reason, I find that too hard. Oh, I feel terrible. So anyway, it's something I'm working on. Next year, I will be working on that. This is kind of how it looks. It's a little bit fun. It's a little bit quirky. I think I should actually add another one so that they both have, yeah. Now that I think about it, they should each have one. So I don't know which kid will be the snowman yet, but, oh, I can't show that. Can I don't know. This whole time travel thing is difficult. Okay, I'm actually, I tied that so well that I can't even undo it, which means it was too tight for the girls. Okay, so I got this one, and which one should I do to match? That Christmas tree's a little wild. Maybe a wreath. Maybe this special wreath that has all the colors and a bow on it. I think they might like it. Okay, so let's try this again, and let's try to tie it not so tight. Last year, the ones that I had for these were reindeer. So I just got these cutouts at Michael's. And I got them back in November so that I could start painting them in advance and get ahead of the winter chaos that always happens. The holiday chaos where time goes a million miles a minute. Much more interesting than it did before. So it's just got this one, and then it'll have this one. And I'm going to write their names on each one. If I get some of their presents organized now, I can drop it off at my brother's, and then I'll make another trip later for stuff. Well, let's get going, because you're not gonna get there at this rate. Not gonna make it anywhere. I could just leave the presents and do it later. I thought I'd be bringing you along with me more than I did just now, but it was chaotic. So, whew. Okay, what can I show you? I got some stuff for myself. I got some stuff for my brother, my nieces, and some of my boyfriend's family, like extended family. Didn't end up getting flowers for my anniversary tomorrow. That's fine. I will deal with that later. I did get a card, so that's great. Because you can't be everything to everyone, but you're everything to me. That's very cute. For myself, I got a rolling pin for the house. Very excited about that. Need to wash it. For my brother, I got him a secondhand bread maker, which he wanted. So that's a win. I'm going to just plug it in to see that it works. And then I can't show you what I got for my nieces, but I can show you what I got for other people. I have bought some very, very good Sicilian olive oil, and I was thinking it'd be nice to get some kind of glassware or something to put that in, and then I can give some of it to my boyfriend's parents and to everybody in their house. But then I saw this, which kind of makes me think more of a syrup, but could still be olive oil. I'm going to clean this, wash it, put it through the dishwasher, all this stuff. And I think this could be really nice. It's really pretty. So I don't know. And I feel like after if it's olive oil or if it's syrup or compote or something I make, I think they can use it for something else after, and I think they might like it. This is a very cool find. This is going to be for my boyfriend's family. They've got some kids. It's so cool. So it's a Play-Doh. I'll spin this around. So it's a tube, and it's Play-Doh, and it's got tools in it. So it's got all of this stuff in it right now, and I checked. They have all of this. So there's the guide, the double line playmat, 3 texture stamp blocks, and some rolling pins, and some other tools, and a hammer. I opened it. Everything is in here, so I'm just going to clean the container, and then I just have to buy a bunch of clay, so it kind of shows you what you can make. I think I just need to buy these colors. So like yellow, green, purple, blue, red, you know. So I think I just need to buy that. And this is a great gift. And I love how it looks. It's so cool. And not a bad price either. I got this one I thought was fun. So right now my boyfriend's parents have some people with them, some other family are all in the same house. So I thought that this would be so much fun. I've never played it. The Newlywed Game. Not saying that I am engaged or anything like that, which I am not. But I just thought it was fun because they're usually having couples over. This is a game that they can play themselves or they can play with us over. Since there's 3 couples, if we were to come over already. It is like brand new, it's still in the packaging, and they just recently moved the TV into their living room. So it's actually very easy in that sense to play this. I think you're supposed to play with the TV. It's got a DVD or whatever in it. I don't know if you have to play it with that or not. I've never played. But hopefully you don't only have to play like that. Oh, I bought some gifts for my nieces, which I cannot show. I got a lot of books. So they've got some books coming their way. Ran out of storage. Now I just need to clean some of these. Look at that. Good as new, which legitimately it is new. Use the Holly paper again. This is it here. I do, it is kind of more flexible. So maybe I will actually do this one, which I think is beautiful. I got this one at Michael's. Ooh, wrapping AMSR. Nice when you get it all in one long strand, but that doesn't always happen. This is great. Very excited. I never know whether you're supposed to start on that side or not, but there you go. Oh, you can't see anything. You can still barely see anything. Let's see if I can. So whenever I have an item like this, I try to bring the paper over. Sometimes people will even tape that section. I don't think I'll need to. I do the tiniest bit of tape while it's like this, just to hold it in place. And then, yeah, I just bring the corners in here. Can't really see that. Fold over both, push it into the item, straighten it out. Can't see a thing. Let's see if I move you. There you go. Don't mind the background, it's a mess. So yeah, just fold it in these 2 corners, and then I like to fold this little bit in before I bring it up and just straighten it there, just so that